Okay, snow's melted. It's complete mud pit out here, and we're gonna have some fun playing outside. It's been a while since we need to do this. One of the things that I need to do with this puppy is just do some preliminary, don't jump, some preliminary leash walking. Teaching the dog how to follow me and not pull on leash. I'm gonna do more of that when the dog comes back to me at about 5 months or so that the dog can, because right now the dog's not very strong, and it's a good thing for the dog to know the basics, but I think he'll be able to manage at this point, and I think he doesn't need as many walks as much as he needs stimulation. He needs to go out and interact with objects and people. He needs to do nose work. He needs to sniff around. He needs training to learn new tricks. But going on walks, I don't think is the best thing for, honestly, most dogs. So as he gets older, going on walks becomes a discipline exercise of not just darting after everything that your heart desires. Don't chase that squirrel. Don't chase that dog. Don't chase that car. Don't chase that child. Whatever it is, that's what walking becomes to an adult dog. It's more of a don't lunge and chase and be impulsive exercise. So what we're going to work on, I'm going to show you the basics of that. We're going to do some triangle game, putting food in bowls and having him do stuff around it. We're going to do some place work on the 2 platforms. He sees a little bird. Oh, he got distracted. He forgot what he was doing. He's a very fun dog. Harley, here. Good boy, good boy. Oh, you didn't see it thrown at all. You gotta learn how to catch treats. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start with the leash walking. So what I'm gonna do is I want him to learn to follow me. So I usually teach this on a 15-foot leash. And I'm gonna hold the very end only. I'm gonna hold it right here at my belly button. And the reason you're holding it at your belly button is because people have a tendency to shrug their shoulders and do all sorts of weird things trying to yank the dog around. We're not trying to do that. We're just holding calmly, relaxing our shoulders, elbows, and wrists. And I'm gonna walk somewhere, and I want the dog to always be behind me. So as I walk this way, he's gonna get the idea, oh, we're walking this way. And then he's gonna go in front of me, and I'm gonna change my mind, and we're gonna walk back this way. We're gonna walk somewhere else. I'm gonna always keep the dog behind me. So let me just go ahead and start with that. I'm just gonna start walking. I don't say any words to the dog. I don't do anything like that. And I would recommend for this puppy that you do everything on a 15-foot leash. Because you can see he's quite manageable at the end of this leash. He's got enough space to really explore and have fun and not be yanked around and not yank you around. Now, part of the problem with loose leash walking is that people take the dogs very similar route every time. And that builds an expectation. The dog goes, oh, I know, we go this way, and then we go to the park, and then we go home. And so the dog is pulling you to where they know they're gonna go. And if you're a little bit less predictable like I am, the dog tends to follow you. Also, you can see this dog is not really, the dog walks quite nicely on leash with me right now. So what will happen at some point as I do this more and more is the dog won't be paying a lot of attention to me. He's just kind of go into autopilot. And when I change directions, he's not going to notice. And for a moment, he's going to be pulled off his feet and dragged a little bit. And when he does that, he's going to say, oh, I need to pay a little bit more attention and follow him a little bit closer. And so that's the learning experience that I'm really aiming for. And we'll get there with him at some point, probably more when he turns 5 months. We'll see how it goes. But he's kind of a mellow dog, which is really nice. I mean, most Huskies are mellow, except when they're not. So I don't think leash walking will be too big of a problem. I know what people think about Huskies. I really don't believe that their breed as a sled dog makes them more likely to pull on leash on a walk. Because actually to train Siberian Huskies to be sled dogs, you have to buy special harnesses and you have to put them in teams, and you can't just put any dog out there and they're just gonna pull. You actually have to train it. So, and a lot of dogs who pull on leash around the block, you hook them up to a sled and they won't pull the sled because they haven't been taught. So I think that's been greatly exaggerated, and that all dogs will learn to pull if handlers do the things that I already mentioned, create too many expectations and all those other things. So, and just like not teach impulse control, don't chase this, don't chase that. That has nothing to do with genetic sledding behavior, so to speak. Are you sleepy? Do you want to go to sleep? Come on, let's do some plays. Ready? Hey, place. Good. Come on. Yes. Good job. Yes. Hey, hey, hey. Yes. 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 Good job. Yes. Yes. Free. Since he's been, we've switched his the amount of food he's getting, and he's had no problems with his appetite or with his stool. So we're feeding him half a cup in the morning, half a cup in the evening, just so you know, plus a few treats here and there. But just be aware that he's on his original kibble that you sent with him, and he's happy to eat it now. So I just think he was eating too much for his little tiny body. Ready? Place. Yes, good job. Yes, good job. Yes, good job. Yes, good job. Free. We're going to do one more rep of this. Why is place useful? Because place. Yes, good job. Because I can use it when I'm out in public to put my dog somewhere, like I'm at a cafe, I can put them on a little bed and they can just relax there, and I don't have to worry about them as much as a dog who is just kind of like wild and doing whatever they want. Yes, good job. Free. Okay, ready? Sit. Sit. Yes, good job. Wow. Good dog. Yeah, you do have a lot more pieces in there. I have the flirt pole, and I probably should have flirt poled him before feeding him breakfast. I'll flirt pole him later today, and that'll be his play session. Sit. No. Sit. And I like to make the point that with a puppy, this right here, this is the early teaching the dog not to pull on leash. Sit. Is using the leash to prevent the dog from going to the bowl. Sit. He's learning that the leash is a restraint tool. Sit. That he should not pull against it. Instead, he should relax and just accept what the leash is asking him to do. Yes. And we've got like 1 or 2 repetitions left of food here. Hey, sit. Good. Nope. Sit. Sit. Good. Sit. Sit. Good. Good. Sit. Good. Sit. Good. Sit. Good. Here. 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 Good. Yay. Yes. Good job. He looks a little sleepy, which is great. I think he's mellowing out, getting used to the routine. He's not always crazy and screaming. He is, I have to say, one of the noisiest puppies we've had in a while. And he still kind of is making lots of noise in his crate. So I'll send his owners home with that knowledge. That's going to be an ongoing process, but I'll give you some tools to help with it. Last couple pieces, we're going to do some simple yes and no. Hi, yes, good job. Wow. You got to find it, huh? Right there. Good job. Good job. Good job. No. Yes. Good job. Nice. It's the direction of the sun. Yes. He's starting to develop an auto no, where he stops automatically whether I said anything or not. That's probably, for most pet dogs, they like that. For sport dogs, you do not want an auto no, but for pet dogs, it's not a bad thing for a dog to think and say, hey, am I allowed to do this? That makes everyone's life easier. So anyways, that's his breakfast session. Hope you enjoyed it.